like I'm a little bit late to the drafting, so we're gonna have to wait for them to end the draft. But what a game, and no more rush included. So are we gonna see more rushes now as a desperate play?
Uh, yeah, I mean, if it's gonna happen, I feel it's gonna be more of a sign of desperation than anything else.
Well, here we go. I don't know what their loadouts are going into this because I was trying to save the replay, but here we go. Oh, in the north side of the map, we have Chu and Moon, currently up 1-0, up against the west side of the map, Xiniu and Mastastealth. Once again, water everywhere here, ladies and gentlemen, as most of the mills are on the other side of the map here. It's like across the river here, basically, right in this like small middle area. That's not a lot of mills.
Hmm. Yeah, I think Moo and Chu have easier access to these mills here. Um, I see like two main corridors where fights could take place. Okay, and yeah, lots of water actually.
I mean, is this gonna make it hard for Cheese to actually make their way out of their own bases? Like, there's not a lot of room for them to maneuver.
I think, well, they could take the expansions in the south if they wanted to. I guess we'll see what they do. Like, if they are aggressive, they could also go for the ones in the middle of the map.
Now, despite last game not working out in terms of contain, Xinyu and Mastastealth, they're pretty much going with the same loadout as they did with game number 1. Do you think they can pull off another contain play here?
Well, I think it's a bit more likely. There are certainly some key points where you could place stuff like artillery cannons and balloons to give you good coverage, and secure like the expansions in the middle of the map, and that way you also secure the ones in the south. So they could try and play map control here.
I'm just worried about, like, last time they got out economied by Chu and Moon just by the pure fact that they got their tier 3s out so early, and they had nothing to really answer against both the owl aggression and the badger damage. So I mean, if this goes to another type of that game, I mean, they're not really pressuring Moon and Shu at this point.
Yeah, it's been the game so far has been not very aggressive.
And
so
there it is. The owl is out.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's
they're doing it.
there's
Okay,
one
so they
tier
are.
3 there.
All right, Mastastealth, he's gonna be getting that forward mill here. Immediately trying to build the territory for his team.
Securing that central part of the map there. If he manages to hold that, then that would be really useful for them in the long run. But they will have to take on an owl pretty early.
Moon, though, now has skunks on the field very soon, and they have a giant wall of machine gun nets to defend against it. Although Mastastealth Xiniu is gonna be responding with artillery. So this is what we saw last time again. Mastastealth and Xiniu were able to get their machine gun nest, their balloon, and the artillery up. And here this time, maybe they can pull it off. It's more of a choke point at least.
Yeah, I mean, technically, there's still a way through the water for Moon and Chu, although I'm really sure if they are gonna end up using it. So securing that part, that's choke point there, could mean a win for Jin and Master if the game drags on. But Moon and Chu do have the possibility of breaking out before it gets that.
Alright, the owl is now up and online, and Moon is going to be building into his badger. In the meantime, Xinyu, he is going to be bringing up his wolf to the party. In the meantime, Mastastealth has a ferret online right now, and they are pressuring that poor machine gun nest. All the machine gun nests have to be sold off at this point to try to save up as much food as possible, as the ferret and pigeon vision is a little bit too much for them to handle right now. I mean, this was the case. Remember a few patches ago when machine gun nests were like never used because of this? I think it was like September Showdown or something. I think there was that meta where like you never saw machine gun nests for that very reason.
Yeah. Also, yeah, sniper balloons were really popular too. I mean, they still are pretty popular though, not as much anymore.
Well, in the meantime, we do have the owl just sending the mice off to their doom right now. He has to force his owl back to make sure the wretches don't just go off and get themselves killed. In the meantime, Moon, he is building up about 300 food. He's going to be putting it into some more falcons, it looks like. He sees the ferrets that Mastastealth is building up into. He decides to go straight into falcons to just counteract it. And right now, Mastastealth has a bunch of mines in the middle of the map right now. And this is looking more like a contain than last game. Although the mice might make those mines a little bit useless.
Yeah, so we also see like the ferret there, a couple owls. Hopefully, I mean, if the ferret survives long enough, it could do some damage. The falcons. Falcons too, although Jin and Master really are focusing their armies there on
And right now, Chu is now saving up a lot of food right now. He might be getting his own wolf out very soon, or maybe just use to reinforce. Here we go! The battle's going underway right now. The Falcons are tearing down the mill instantly, and the artillery trying to fire as quickly as possible. It did get buffed in the recent patch, but that mill is gone! One of the expansions now taken out. Here they go once again. The Badger now charging out his way forward, taking out one of the balloons. And now the Badger, he's just pouring all his energy into doing this battle right now. The Owl is gone from Chu's side, but Moon's Badger is going to be making up for most of the work, taking out so many structures right now. This expansion is done for. Master doesn't have enough food to reinforce his ferrets now, and he might not even matter. He might lose all his ferrets at this point. And now the wolf is gone as well for Xiniu. This is looking just a repeat of game number 1 right now, as Moon is just marching down his Falcon army and his Badgers to the other side of the map.
Okay, so it looks like tons of Falcons plus Badger equals one big damage factory. It's
just there's no aggression coming out from Xiniu and Mastastealth, and once again, Moon and Chu got all their tier 3s up, and that's gonna be game. Oh boy, the victory going for the Revolutionaries right now in their favor. And I mean, it was the exact same thing that happened in game number 1.
Yeah, except like this time with all those Falcons there, Jin's and Master bases just fell so quickly. They didn't really even have time to build anything to reinforce their army. So once the contain was broken, that was pretty much it for them.